Can you tell me how much they came back and offered you again that you're considering?
Like at this point, I'm afraid if I say anything, they'll like take it away.
Yeah.
And then like part of me wants them to take it away, and like honestly, part of me wants to fight and show, but it's not fight. It's not like fight, like I'm right and you're wrong. It's like, no, this is the truth. Like you can use my body to hold up the truth. Like we can use me as an excuse to like reveal what happened there that night and how things need to change, you know? So I've gone a year of thinking that I'm never coming home because, like I said, the righteous insanity of the parents would dictate that I should never come home. And I even offered myself up the very first time I spoke. I was like, just lay me down and just rip me to shreds. I mean, I can't explain what happened there, and I wasn't there, you know.
Well, now the possibility of going home eventually is on the table. You know, if and when you get to go back to your family, what are you going to do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be in love. I'm gonna sleep in their bed with them. I'm gonna like have cuddle parties, and I'm gonna like walk them to school. I'm just gonna be honest with who I am, you know, like. There's not much more. I mean, I'm an artist, and I'll maybe try and do something while I'm in jail. Like, you know, there's always, you know, you have this romantic version of like B.D. Thomas, you know, he's like a New York poet, like, or Malcolm X, you know, like best thing that ever happened to these guys was like going to jail, you know. But then, you know, how many other guys like, you know, get stabbed to death or beat or raped or just die from depression or disease or, you know, it's horrible. And to know that like I didn't commit an act, it wasn't an act. I didn't shoot somebody in the back. And I'm getting more time, that's what blows me away, is I'm getting more, like historically I'm getting more time from something that's obvious it was a horrible mistake. We all were in it together. There's 25 other artists living there, you know? And something horrible happened. You know, my kids are like, Dad, why are you in there? I'm like, because a devil came into the warehouse and I wasn't there to chase it out. Oh, okay. Because they get that. They understand that. You know, like somebody, an energy broke in and Papa wasn't there to dismiss it. So Papa has to pay the time now. You know, and I'm like, be thankful you have your life, and be thankful for your mother that she was adamant about getting a hotel that night because the kids needed to have rest. And, you know, thank her every day of your life for your life, because we don't know what would have happened. And it wouldn't have mattered this wouldn't matter if I lost my children. So I understand the parents, and I want to give them that. It's ultimately what I'm here to do. So I'm going to give them myself, and I just want it to be fair. Like, it's just be fair with me. I just understand that I have my babies too, you know? I don't want to feel guilty that my babies lived. So, you know, I don't know how to, I don't want to use you and use the camera and use the public to try and get me a better deal. I'm supposed to, I guess. The way that everything's rigged up and everything's so sensationalized and instantaneous and like who am I looking at? Who am I asking for justice? Like what judge, what governing body, you know?
Sounds like you're ready for this to be over.
No, I'm so ready. No, it's dangerous not knowing. It's like when you're driving and you don't know where you're gonna turn, that feeling, and you're driving in the middle of the night, you know, and there's cars behind you, and you're like, you don't know where you're gonna turn, and your friend's like, I think it's the next one, and like, you're gonna crash and kill everybody. It's like if you know exactly. And I, no, I know exactly where. Just keep going. Just relax. And at the big lit up Christmas tree, you're gonna turn right into Santa's village. And you're like, okay. So San Quentin is Santa's village. That's home for me right now. That's getting out of a tiny little cell and being able to mix in with other older men that aren't necessarily gangbangers and junkies and, you know, because there are lots of different crimes that are obviously people get arrested for. And,
but there would be light at the end of the tunnel.
There'd be grass and a ball to kick and like other men to shake them. I mean, I don't. If I touched you three, that'd be the you remember last time? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it's the saddest part, you know. I want to like write on my shirt. I want to write "tackle me."
You told me that last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the Ng family, the owners of the warehouse?
I think they're mafia. I think they're gangsters. I don't understand how they could have been. They just slipped right by. Where, you know, the day right after the fire in Red Cross, an investigator from the DA came and was like, Derek, you know, Maria Sabatini said that I could talk to you, that you were somebody that would give us good information, and you know, that was an arson investigator. So I sat on the floor with this guy and I drew out a map, and he's like, how do you think the fire started? Like, what do you think happened? And I'm like, well, we've been having trouble with this transformer and it's been shorting everything out, and it actually caught on fire, and I hid the original one in my yard, and I told him where to go, and I'm like, and the other one they put in, I know that they got it from Texas, I know it wasn't permitted, and I'm like, you can't do work like that. And right away, like, that's it. That transformer is the reason for this fire. And then we found the paper trail on all the emails with Ben Cannon talking with Kai NG about, oh, I can get the transformer from Texas. He's like, yeah, go for it. Like, oh, under the table, like the fire department doesn't have to know, PG doesn't have to know. So they were like planned, they conspired to put in a system that wasn't, you know, specified to a standard or permitted. It was totally illegal. That says a lot about the landlord. That the landlord's willing to go through all that trouble and break so many laws and still collect the rent. And then at the end of the day, like, I've offered up this information, Max did, other people have, and they didn't even look at these guys. And that transformer was stolen out of the shop. You know, you got those papers, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that happened, right? You read the words.
The report, yeah.
The report from Donald Rowe, which is an investigator, a specialist for fire, for arsons and such, said that, yeah, somebody's been coming in here, they broke in, and they've taken the transformer away, the one that's like the most suspect. I think that we should get a warrant for the reacquisition of it. And then it was brought back. Like, so, I mean, what is that? Like, but see, I'm just doing it again. I'm like, and I can do this at every little. That's the whole structure of my defense, is like pointing and blaming, but it doesn't discount the fact that, like, I was there and I was in a relationship with these kinds of people. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and I can blame like the city and the rents and the economy, you know, for us being in there, but it's just bullshit now, you know. It doesn't matter. Like, if they didn't offer me the deal, then I would be raging and Tony would be right here raging with me. And now we're just like, you know what, be humble and be grateful. And I am. I'm humble and I am grateful that what they have offered me, my children will still be in their early teens, let's just say. They'll still be like pliable to my love, you know, receptive to their father, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else that you wanted to add or say, or?
So I think the NGs are criminals. Okay, is that all right?
What would you want to say to the families that have lost their kids?
Oh, what would I say to the families that lost their kids? That then I lost your children with you, that I'm brokenhearted, that this is, it's beyond words. I'm a father, like I understand what it is. And yeah, I don't hold it against you for how much you hate me and how much you blame me for this. I completely understand, and I'm totally sorry for that. And I wish I would have had a chance to talk to you and help you through some of this. And that's my responsibility as a father and a friend. But we were denied this, and if this helps you, if knowing that I'm going to go to prison and be separated from my children, if that helps you, then my children will honor that agreement with you and with me. And they will do the best they can to have love in their hearts and not hold it against anybody. Because I don't want this to ruin them either, you know? So, yeah, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.